glorious. Always great to have Dr. Chaves. Welcome to the show, doctor. And today we're talking BMI. All right, so what is that? It's a BMI index. Again, good to see you as always.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you for having me again here. It's a pleasure to be here. And the BMI. So the BMI is the body mass index, and it's a measure that any of us can do, and is dividing your weight in kilograms by your height in meters, and that will give you an index. So your BMI is not a standalone diagnostic tool. This number will give you and will give your clinician a rough indication of your overall health related with your size. So it's a good indicator about what needs to do next, if continue the healthy eatings or do modifications on the diet, exercise. So we will go over that together.
I've noticed, doctor, so, runners, we've got all these charts that runners use, and we do plug in numbers. We're talking about our height and our weight. We want to kind of make sure we're in the optimal running range or the weight range. So tell us, what is the best BMI to have? What range should you be in? What is a healthy BMI?
Healthy BMI is between 20 to 24.9. And I think you are right there, healthy BMI. So why is healthy? Because like you said, exercise, daily exercise will keep us in that ratio, the good diet also. And so that has to motivate us every day. And if we stay on that ratio, we're gonna prevent complications in the future, new diseases, chronic conditions that can be modified just with a good diet and exercise.
So doctor, we know about the healthy BMI, but there's such thing as a low BMI. What does that low range mean?
Right. So the low range are those patients that they be between 18.5 and 20. So that will give us a range that you are underweight. And if you start losing more weight, 18.5 and below, is not healthy. So we need to find out, and this is the time to sit down with your physician, knowing why you are losing that weight, and then to get the recommendations about how to gain the weight in a healthy weight that is not going to affect your any condition or your health.
Yeah, very good, Dr. Chaves. So yeah, you want to have that BMI in that optimal range right in the middle. So we know low BMI, not good. And then what about that higher BMI? Should we be worried if we're in that higher BMI?
Sure. So the higher BMI, we need to be really careful about that. So between 25 to 20.9, we're going to be on the ratio that is overweight. So we need to take steps right away. What are we going to do with our lifestyle? What is affecting the weight? Changes on diet are most important thing, and introducing exercise. A lot of people, they don't have the time to do this due to the work schedule. So exercise, runners, like you, really important. You will make a change on that.
Right. So it's so important. You talk about diet and exercise. So Correct. What health risks will you have if you don't get that BMI under control in the healthy range?
Well, so if you don't get on the healthy range as we start gaining weight, so blood pressure is going to go high. So we're going to have problems with hypertension. It could affect also your triglycerides and the cholesterol, so the hyperlipidemias. The other one would be diabetes. And if we start getting the weight, our blood sugars, the fasting blood sugars will be abnormal. And we can go on that ratio of the pre-diabetic stage that is important also. So that's the reason to think healthy every day, healthy choices, and modify what we are not doing right at that point.
Right. Very good, doctor. So the healthy range, there's many advantages if you stay in the healthy range BMI, and that's what we're talking about today, body mass index. So BMI, and basically if you stay in that healthy range, that's a good indicator you're on the right track with your diet and exercise, right?
That is correct. Yes. So if we go above, because sometimes, and I know is a lot of questions from the patients, if your BMI is between 35 to 39.5, 39.9, and you have those conditions that you asked me, what is the risk if we continue with the weight gain? So if you add on that ratio plus the hypertension, the hyperlipidemia, the diabetes, so morbid obesity at that time, even though you are not 40 and above, the 35 and the 35 from 39.9 will give you that diagnosis, is because of the chronic conditions that you are having with the weight gain. So that's something really important to take in consideration.
All right. Well, I can't thank you enough. I learned so much from you all the time, Dr. Chaves, and here's to everybody staying healthy. We love you out there. Let's work on the exercise, and of course, keep that body mass index in the healthy range. And of course, for another look at this segment, head to firstcoastliving.net.